Hey friend, Michelle Dennis Evans here with the Created to Write podcast. Whether you're a seasoned writer, an aspiring writer, or a reader who loves getting inside an author's mind, this podcast is for you. And today I want to talk to you all about how your story matters. I've interviewed the beautiful Steph comes to mind. Oh, both Stephs actually, who've written autobiographies, and their stories are so inspiring. And I personally love to read autobiographies. And if you're one of those people who has an incredible journey of life, things that you've overcome, challenges that you've walked through, you can really help other people if you put it down into a book or a blog. It doesn't always have to be a book that we write, because that is a lot more work. Whether you just want to write blogs, I really encourage you today to start writing down your story, because it really does matter. And one of my mentors, Summer Day, told us the story this week of how she'd received an email from someone she used to teach years ago. And that story, the person actually said, I don't even know if this is going to get to Summer. And of course it did. And the student was thanking Summer for everything she'd done for her years and years and years ago. And we don't know who we can bless by what we write. So whether it's a letter to somebody who has been a turning point in your life years ago and you've never thanked them, write that letter, that story of yours in that moment. What you overcame because of that person is really important, and you can really encourage that person if they've helped you overcome something. And, you know, I always wanted to write novels and stories for fictional stories for people to get lost in, so they can learn life's lessons through story. And I love the way Jesus told parables. And we all learn so much through the parables of the Bible. And that is where fiction stories come in, because you go on a journey as you read a book. As a reader reads a book, they're lost in the story, and their mind goes into working things out as well. It works both ways. It's not just an escapism. It actually helps us work through and process things in our own life as we're reading a novel. And that is what I love to get stories out about, and I do my best to write them in a way that doesn't sound like I'm teaching people, even though I believe the journey that my characters go through have a lot of life lessons for many people. Oh dear. I love writing about people getting through things, because one of my things I love, something I absolutely love to see, is people moving forward in life. And I think there's been quite a few times in my life where I felt quite stagnant, and I am always learning something new and always wanting to grow somehow. And I get a real buzz when I get to watch other people grow through things and become more of who God created them to be. So I really encourage you today to take those little seeds, those little nuggets of gold that are just floating around in your mind, where you're thinking, I really would like to write about that. Well, just write about it. It doesn't mean you are writing a published book right now. If you just start writing, that could become a book one day, or it could become a blog post, or it could be a letter to somebody. The important thing is that you start getting in the habit of getting those stories that keep going around in your mind out of your mind, and either onto a document on a computer or onto paper, and see what the Lord does with it. See what seeds of greatness you can filter out into the world to bless somebody else. So thank you everybody for hanging around today. Have you left a review? I would love to hear from you. If you just drop a review for me, that would be awesome. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you've got one on whatever you're listening to, and share this with a friend, because we all have friends who've said, I'm going to write a book one day, and for many people it never happens because they don't start. So that is the most important thing, that somebody starts. And this podcast just might inspire your friends who want to write books to get them written. So there's more inspirational things to read out there in the world. Alrighty, thanks for hanging around, and we will catch you on the next Created to Write podcast.